very important lesson from Thailand. That Thailand is a Buddhist country, but come with the religious conflict as well, because we have, like you can see, Buddhism in Thailand is the majority, and then the government also recognized the freedom to religion and belief to other minority group as well. But the conflicts still occurs in the south, and in the south also there are a lot of problem among the Muslim, Chinese Muslim, Malaysia Muslim, so different group from Muslim as well. And also the government have set up some rule in order to respond to the problems, in the religious conflicts. Yeah. So this is a good lesson from the Kingdom of Thailand. Yeah. Last but not least, Dr. Kongpalek will present you the report from the Kingdom of Cambodia. Yeah, the country report on the case study of the freedom of religions of Cambodia. So I would like to invite Professor Kongpalek for presentation, and please join me to welcome his speech.
Good morning, Excellencies, all distinguished guests, faculty member and student. Thank you, Mr. Ratana. I was asked by Professor Ratana to shorten my talks, so I hope I will not violate your freedom of thought where to have lunch. Okay. I hope you can stay with us for another 15 minutes, and I hope my presentation will entertain you until the lunchtime. Okay. You may wonder about this study, the freedom of religion, and conducted by lawyers who are not religious experts. Okay, so how we look at religion from the legal point of view. So when I first joined this study, I asked myself, one of my friends asked me, "Are you crazy? You are the lawyer, why you study about the religion?" And it's very interesting, look at the situation in Cambodia. So I want to know more about this. So that's why I apply for the research with the Human Rights Resource Center. So the object, next slide please. Okay. So most of you have my report, and if you don't have, you can ask the organizers. So the detailed report is was circulated to you this morning. Okay. So I try to look at the freedom of religion by the starting point from the Cambodian Constitution, okay, where Cambodia guarantee the freedom of religion, or religious freedom is protected in Cambodia, we can say, and so. Okay. So my study can be summarized into the following point. Okay. First, I look at the demography of the religion in Cambodia. Second, look at the policies and legal framework that already mentioned by Excellency Sin Suwannee. Okay. So this part I will skip, and also part of my presentation already mentioned by Faith from the Philippines. Okay. And third, look at the religious freedom and harmony policy and practice. So how the law and policy put in practice. Okay. The law on the paper, the policy on the paper might be different from the real practice. Okay. My research not going to assess the government performance. Okay. Just a baseline study to find out what are the general issue of religion in Cambodia. because Cambodia is one of the country that has known as the good relation between the religion. Yeah. And next, look at the redress mechanism, how the religious issue is solved when they have a problem. Okay. And the last one is the general trend on the religious movement and how religious contribute to the Cambodian societies. Okay. Next, please. So the methodology I use for this study is only on the death review. All the documents listed in the bibliography of my research. There are 87 sources. Okay. And look at the religious demographies. And according to the Ministry of Culture and Religion, we have 3 main religions: Buddhist, Islam, and Christian. Okay. And the Buddhist, some in Cambodia is adopt Theravada school that already mentioned by Professor Ratana at the beginning. And the Muslim in Cambodia, based on the finding, they are from 4 branches. Okay. That one, the Malay influence branch, that practiced by 90% of the Muslim, and the second is Saudi Kuwaitis influence, and third is indigenous Amanzan branch, and the last one is Kadeni branch. And for the Christian, based on the study, it came to Cambodia in 1926. Okay. And here, look at the statistic of the ministry. The statistic of the ministry show the different type of religion in Cambodia, like Theravada Buddhism, Islam, Christian, Malayana, Baha'i, and Kaudai, etc. But the statistic doesn't show the percentage of religious follower, but it shows the place of worship, and the follower is mostly like the strictly religious follower, the school and association and organization. So I try to look at another source, if from the U.S. Department of State. They also conducted a study on the religious freedom around the world. But we don't know how they conduct the study. So we find out there are also 3 main religions. Very interesting, the number of Buddhist followers increased from 93% to 96% from 2008-2013. But we don't know how the U.S. State Department conduct the research. And I try to check this with the Ministry of Culture and Religion, and we don't have the statistic to compare. Okay, this is just information for us as a Cambodian and also the policy maker to consider about this issue. And legislative and policy framework, yep. The Article 43 mentioned by the previous speaker already. We guarantee the freedom of religion, and also Buddhist considered as a state religion. This is the hot topic for discussion among the legal scholar, okay, about Buddhist is the state religion. I think the Constitutional Council of Cambodia already interpreted this article, and their interpretation is binding and no more talking about this one under the Constitution. Professor Ratana can share with you what is the interpretation of the Constitutional Council about this article. Okay. And these are the other legal framework related to the freedom of religion. I would like to skip this because already mentioned by the previous speaker, and Even the National Strategic Development Plan 2014-2018 already emphasize the government policy to harmonize all the religions in Cambodia. Okay. And regarding the practice, okay? Regarding the practice in Cambodia, we see Cambodia as one of the country who have the religious harmonization. At the time of writing the report, I cannot find any religious dispute like other country mentioned by faith in the synthesis report. Okay, next please. And because the Constitution guarantees the freedom of religion, the study find out that the Muslim population have been elected and play a very important role in the government position in Cambodia. I think this is very rare compared to other countries. But I look at for the Christian sector, and so far there are no report whether any Christian serve in the high-ranking position in the government or not. Yeah. But Muslim, we see their role in the government position. Yeah. And the study also look at the a bit detail how people are free to adopt, change, or renounce religion. So the study find out there are no case that citizens are forced to convert their belief, to change religion, or to adopt the religion. Okay. Yep. I will finish very soon. And this other factor, we look at how citizens can manifest their religion. We look at the freedom of worship, place of worship, religious symbol, observance of the holiday, and appointing clergy. So in Cambodia, it seems to be very free for all people to do this. And teaching, I also review the national curriculum of general education from grade 7 to grade 12. So religious teaching already included in the school. I think this probably the factor that can influence the harmonization of religion in the country. I just want to highlight one, and also to ask whether other country have the same. The difficult for me to get the statistic of religious follower, because people are not required to register at the Ministry of Cult whether they are Buddhist, they are Christian, they are Muslim. So it is difficult to get the real statistic. So this is come to the question of every country. They just put the statistic. 90%, 60%, but we don't know how many Buddhists convert to Christian, how many Christian convert to Buddhist. Okay. There are no statistics. But there are statistics that Buddhists converted to Christian. But there are no statistics that Christian convert to Buddhist. Yep, I want to jump to the redress mechanism. The next slide, please. In Cambodia, we have the judiciary, the court, administrative body, mainly the Ministry of Culture and Religion, and we have the National Human Rights Institution where people can file a complaint. And the more interesting one is Theosophy of Buddhism. You next slide, please. And I asked Professor Ratana if we compare to court, we can say the Buddhist court. The Buddhist court. Okay. We also have the Kanak Song Nayuk, similar to the system in Thailand as well. Okay. And where the trend, the recent trend, we see their penal provision on religious violation in the Cambodian penal code. Okay. And regarding the change of state enforcement, we don't see any change in Cambodia because the government keep doing the same thing in the past, try to harmonize all the religious. Okay. I don't want to quote the speech of our Minister of Khao and jump to the next slide, got the time. And where the religious claim, we also have no claim has been made while we write the report. And the government response, it already mentioned that our government adopt the religious harmony policies. Okay. And the other issue, like we look at religion related to the terrorism, inter-religious conflict in Cambodia is not the big issue. And how religious contribute to the society? There are negative factors and also the positive factors. I just highlight 2 points here for the negative factors about the freedom of religion here. The first factor is there are a slight, I call the small conflicts between the religion. And the second issue, that the tendency of the religion and the politics that already mentioned by faith. The politicians try to use religion to win the vote popularities. Okay. And the positive factor, the religion in Cambodia contribute a lot to the peace building and the development of Cambodian society. So in my study, I conclude that Cambodia is one of the countries that respect the freedom of religion. Okay. I welcome all comment and input from all the religious representative and expert here to improve the report for the second edition. Thank you very much.